Have you ever woken up tired? Not just sleepy, exhausted, like you've been working all night. What if I told you that sometimes you have been? My name is Maya. I'm a graphic designer from Portland, and I'm about to tell you about the discovery that changed everything I thought I knew about sleep, about dreams, about which life was really mine. It started 3 months ago. I would wake up every morning with perfect memories of another day. Not dreams, memories. I remembered conversations, full meals, the texture of fabric I'd never touched, the weight of books I'd never held. In this other life, I lived in the same apartment, but the walls were blue, not white. My cat was gray, not orange, and my reflection looked back with different eyes. At first, I laughed it off. Vivid dreams, nothing more. But then, I started noticing things. My hands were sore in the morning, like I'd been drawing all night. My throat felt dry, as if I'd been talking for hours. And sometimes I could swear I smelled coffee on my breath. Though I never drank coffee before bed, I decided to test my theory. Before sleep, I placed a blank piece of paper and a pencil beside my bed. If my other self was real, maybe I could prove it. The next morning, the paper wasn't blank anymore. Written in my own handwriting were the words, "I know you're there." My hands trembled as I wrote back, "Who are you?" The next night, another message appeared. "I'm you, the real you. And I'm so tired of pretending to sleep." For weeks, we communicated through notes, two versions of the same person, living parallel lives. I learned that in the other world, I was more confident, more successful. I'd taken risks the real me never dared. But there was a price. Neither version was truly resting. While one body slept, the other lived. An endless cycle of consciousness switching between two worlds. I grew gaunt. Dark circles carved valleys under my eyes. My friends noticed. My work suffered. But my other self was thriving. The notes became longer, more detailed. She described a promotion at work, a new relationship, adventures that I had always dreamed of but never pursued. "Why don't you just stay asleep?" I wrote one night. "Let me have this life. Let me rest." The response came the next morning in handwriting that was shakier, more desperate. "Because this world is fading, and I think one of us has to choose." The messages grew darker. "I can feel you pulling me back every morning," my other self wrote. "The exhaustion is killing both of us." I stared at my reflection in the mirror. Which face was real? The tired one looking back at me now, or the confident one I remembered from my other life? That night, I made a decision. I wrote one final note. "Take it. Take this life. I can't do this anymore." As I drifted off to sleep, I felt something I hadn't experienced in months. Peace. In my other world, I lived fully. I laughed with friends. I finished the art project that had been haunting me for years. I felt complete. And when it came time to wake up, I made my choice. I didn't. But consciousness is a stubborn thing. My eyes opened in the white-walled apartment, with the orange cat, in the life I thought I'd abandoned. Except something was different. My voice, when I spoke, carried an unfamiliar confidence. Finally, I'm here forever. The handwriting on the bedside table had changed too. More flowing, more certain. Or was it me, closed my eyes again with a smile. Because now I understood. The choice had never been between two worlds. It had been between two selves. And only one could survive. The question isn't which world was real. The question is, which Maya won? And now, the real question is, which Maya has been telling you this story? If you've ever woken up feeling like someone else lived your dreams, maybe you should start leaving yourself notes. Just to be sure. Because sometimes, the person staring back at you in the mirror isn't the one who went to sleep. What would you do if you discovered you were living two lives? Let me know in the comments below if you're sure you're the real you.